We are now going to create the walls. So we start with the wall that we created previously, and notice that the center of coordinates is to the left. So we are going to select it and then right click on it, and we are going to go to set origin and then origin to center of mass volume. Now what we need to do is we are going to hide the lamp and also the camera so they don't bother us for the moment. Then we're going to press 7 to go to the top view. So now we are going to duplicate with Shift D and then we press return. And then we're going to rotate it with R90 and then press return. Then with the red arrow, we're going to drag it to the right, and then with the green arrow, we're going to drag it down, right? Always holding the left mouse button. Then we can orbit by holding the middle wheel, and notice that they don't match perfectly in the corner. So what we need to do is rotate it 180 degrees. So we're going to press R 180 and then press return. The 180 is going to be with the numbers at the top of your keyboard. Okay, then notice that we need to adjust it so that the corner match perfectly. All right, there we go. Notice that it looks beautiful. Okay, so we need to continue by duplicating the next wall. So we are going to press 7 and then Shift D, return, right? And then after that, we are going to hold the left mouse button with the red arrow, right? And we're going to be dragging to the right. Sometimes it's a little tricky, but we're gaining there. And then we have to check the corner. Notice that the corner again is not working well. So we need to rotate it 180 degrees with R 180, return. And then after that we check and still not looking good. So what we have to do is to move it up. So we press 7 once again to go to the top view, and then with the green arrow we are going to drag it up, and then with the red arrow we're going to drag it to the left. Okay, and then we have to do the best we can so that they perfectly align. All right, and now we can verify, and it looks good, right? Looks a lot better. So then we just need to continue the same process. Shift D, return, right? Rotate 180 degrees with R 180, return, and then with the red arrow we're going to drag it to the left, and then with the green arrow we're going to drag it up. Now we need to check the corners once again, make sure that the corners are properly aligned, and let's see if that's the case. So we are going to align it the best we can, and now we orbit, and notice that no, we need to rotate it. So we are going to rotate 180 degrees, R 180, return, and then we adjust it with the arrows, right, until it looks perfect. Okay, so now let's see if we can orbit. Yes, it looks a lot better. Okay, so hopefully you were able to do it. We are ready to create the entrance. We need a cylinder. Let's press Shift A, add mesh cylinder. We need to rotate this cylinder over the x-axis. We are going to press R X 90, return. Let's switch to the top view by pressing 7, and with the green arrow let's adjust it down, and with the red arrow we are going to drag it to the right so that it is in the middle. Let's orbit by holding the mouse wheel, and make sure that half of the cylinder is covered by the wall. Let's click on the wall. Once again, make sure that the cylinder is covering half of the wall, and we are going to go to Object Modifier, Add Modifier, and select Boolean. The operation has to be difference, and then the object has to be cylinder. Let's click on Apply. Now let's click on the cylinder, and let's move it out by dragging the green arrow. Notice that now the entrant has been created, and we can proceed to delete the cylinder by pressing X and delete.